Hey funky people, what's going on? It's 36 Chambers of Funk, 36 COF, your number one funk hero, number one Kaiju number 8 YouTuber. Now I got Kaiju number 8 chapters 36 and 37, and these chapters are bangers. These guys, because we see Kafka and he's going up against Captain Shinomaya, Isao Shinomaya, the leader of the defense force. This guy was touted as the strongest member of the defense force in his prime. Now, like I said, I believe this guy is still top tier, and he's showing how strong he is by fucking up Kafka. Because at the end of the day, Shinomaya is still an old man, but it's anime, remember, so you know he's got that crazy old man strength, and he shows it in this chapter. But Kafka as well shows the levels he's on as well, because Kafka manages to block the attack, blocks it simply like this. He grabs Shinomaya's attack, nothing, and Kafka is looking like a fucking demon right now, guys. He's looking like an absolute demon, and I love this panel. It'll pop up on the screen right now because Kafka's looking like a beast, and even Kikoru sees it, and she's not liking what she sees because Kafka's looking quite kind of berserk, and even kind of crazy looking. He's got this wild, like, berserker look in his eyes. This isn't the normal Kafka we see. But Captain Shinomaya, well, I said General Shinomaya, he says, so you finally revealed yourself, Kaiju number 8. But this Kaiju number 8, aka Kafka, he goes berserk. He lets out this wild death scream, guys, and it's echoed throughout the whole of the arena, and it seems to shatter glass, and the general just stands there. He's unimpressed by this, but Kikoru, his daughter, is obviously a bit worried. How do you guys feel? You comment down below. Now we see Kafka. We see Kafka's inner thoughts, because this scene is a lot like Attack on Titan, if you've seen it. And it's the scene whenever one of the humans in Attack on Titan are in their Titan forms, and you see them, they're like embedded in the flesh of the Titan. It's similar to what's going on with Kafka, and he realizes, I can't control my body, and I'm acting like a full-blown kaiju. I need to rein myself in. But at that same moment, we see that weird slug kaiju creature, that disgusting thing. Again, it will pop up on the screen right now, guys, and it just says kaiju kill. And all the while, Kafka is still in this berserk. He's still berserking. He's still wilding out, guys. I mean, all the attacks he's doing doesn't see. The general, he dodges them because Kafka launches this straight attack. The general slips it, and he says that Kafka, he's just a savage beast at the moment. He's not thinking, he's just leaving himself open. But at that same moment, Kafka seems to rip his torso, seemingly overexerting himself. But this is dope, just pure dopeness, because what Kafka does, he uses this as a decoy, and whilst he rips his upper body, it gives him extra leverage in order to add extra torque, and then release a barrage of attacks at the general. Now the general, he's got his guard up, he's blocking them, he's holding his own against Kaiju number 8, aka Kafka. But guys, the general shows why he's the general, and the sheer durability of his Kaiju number 2 armor. I mean, you guys comment down below, because I think this general is dope, and we even find out that he has like the sonic boom type attacks. That's the strength behind Kaiju number 2's ability. It can add like sonic booms to his punches, because we do see squadron style combat technique number 2, Force Blast, which is a two-armed punch, delivers it towards Kafka, hits him in the chest. But Kafka is straight back up. Kafka he ain't giving up. He isn't giving up, and he's coming straight back at the general. But his core's exposed, because that attack did damage him. We do see that. But Kafka's still in his berserker rage and still charging towards the general. The general sees and tries to deliver another punch toward Kafka, but Kafka counters it with his opposite arm. And the panel is going to be on screen right now, guys. You can see for yourself. It is pure dopeness. Pure. It's so dope. Words can't describe it to me. And we see the shockwave of this attack, and it seems to be damaging the outer layers of the shelter. Now one of the higher ups do say, wow, this type of thing is going to happen. We will get some damage. It's only natural when we have two beasts like this fighting. Kaiju number 2 and Kaiju number 8. And this shot, again, it's going to pop up on the screen, guys. But you guys, this is why people need to get on Kaiju number 8 for shots like this, guys. Like, unbelievable. Yo, you guys comment down below, tell me how you feel. How you feel about this chapter, how you feel about Kaiju number 8. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. We do see Keiji Itami, and he does mention that the director seems to be pulling his punches almost, because if he wanted to kill Kafka, he should have killed him whilst he was still in the human form. It seems like he's trying to push Kafka. Now this makes Kikoru think that her father actually listened to her, and he's giving Kafka a chance to redeem himself or prove himself. But Kafka manages to deliver a nasty shot to the general's ribs, and it seems Kafka's power level is, well, his fortitude is starting to surpass the general's expectations. And I think Kafka is not losing consciousness, but the Kafka we know, the human Kafka, the human side of him, is starting to losing even more awareness, I would say. But that concludes Kaiju number 8, chapter 36, guys. Now like, comment, subscribe, because I'm going into chapter 37 now. Don't forget to hit the notification bell. It does help out with the channel. Drop likes, drop comments, share the video around, guys. If you know anyone else who's into Kaiju number 8 or into manga in general, it does help out with the channel. Much love. And now let's get into Kaiju number 8, chapter 37, because the fight continues, and Kafka is, again, he's still losing his, not his sanity, but he's still lost all reason, and he's just he's wilded out at the general. The general's still releasing another squadron style twin blast attack, but it doesn't seem to be doing anything, because Kafka seemed to have grown even bigger as well, because I do have to mention Kafka's size increase, or maybe it's just the art style and how it's being drawn, but you guys tell me what you think. But it does look like Kafka has grown significantly in terms of size. Could he keep growing to we get actual like Kaiju Titan size level Kafka? You guys comment down below and tell me what you think about that. But the general, he's still holding his own, guys, because the general is no joke. He's no joke whatsoever. Punches his fist together and releases this this energy lightning attack at Kafka. It hits Kafka, and it does nothing to him. Just makes him more angry, and Kafka releases this like sonic, just like scream attack. Well, I should say it's more like a shockwave when he screams, but nonetheless, it's still, again, this chapter's dope, guys. Like, comment and subscribe, and keep reading Kaiju number 8. But Kafka is still trying to fight for control, and he's like, damn it, I need to stop, or else the general director will end up, and says, no, screw all that, I'll be damned if I kill Kikoru's father in front of her. Because Kafka, like I said, he's grown in size, and he's got the general in his hand and slammed him against the wall, and now you really get to see the size difference between Kafka and the general. Now it's confirmed that Kafka is growing in size the longer the fight goes on, or the angrier he gets. Now Kafka, he takes the general and just he does the typical Hulk puny god gif and just slams the general onto the ground. But we do see a flashback, and it is of Kikoru, and she says, if you turn out to be nothing more than another kaiju out to harm humanity, then I will kill you. And these are Kikoru's thoughts, where she says, I know what he is, and I believe this is when she was talking to her father, but I still want to believe in him. Don't you dare give in to some kaiju, Kafka, you clod. But she just screamed this out to him, and he does hear it, and I think this helps him. This does help him to break free, and it doesn't seem to be enough. It doesn't seem to be enough for my boy Kafka, because he's thinking, I'm always like this, I'm always screwing up when it really counts. But you see him trying to push and break away from the kaiju flesh that's embedded, that's like surrounding him, and seems like, and he gets swallowed by the kaiju slug creature. It's now this is that I think this is all happening internally. Like, this isn't actually happening inside Kafka, but inside his head mentally, like a Naruto tailed beast type situation, if that makes sense. Now at this time, Kafka is still in the berserker rage. He hasn't managed to regain control, and he's charging toward the general because he slammed him against the wall, remember, and the general's just laying there. Very similar to what happened to Vice Captain Shishiro when he went up against the humanoid kaiju. Now this really goes to show how humans, no matter the type of weaponry, can't really stand up to kaijus, and we need more humanoid kaijus maybe in order to help fight the battle. You guys comment down below and tell me how you feel, because Kafka is about to kill the general, guys. He's about to give him the final blow, and we see the thoughts from the general, and he says, "I was hopeful, but I see all is lost." And just at that moment, Kafka, he sees a flash of Mina, he sees a flash of the waifu, and the words, "I'll be waiting." And just at that moment, he's able to regain control, guys, and he does this self-harming move where he stabs himself in his chest in order to wake himself up and to break free of the berserker rage. And he says, "I am not Kaiju number 8, I am Kafka Hibino." And that's the end of chapter 37, guys. You guys comment down below and tell me how you feel, because that's Kaiju number 8, chapters 36 and 37. I'm the 36 Chambers of Funk. I hope you enjoyed it, guys. Tell me how you think chapter 38 is going to play out. Do you think the general is going to let Kafka go after this? Do you think they're just going to arrest him, or are we going to see some other Defense Force member jump in and help the general? But this chapter was so dope, guys. You guys comment and tell me what your favorite part of this chapter was. Like I said, I'm the 36 Chambers of Funk. I'd like you guys to like, comment, subscribe, keep it fresh and keep it funky. Take care. Goodbye.